If I have to meet all these criteria in order for him to be attracted to me, I just can't be myself. I just can't be myself. He's just not attracted to me. I mean, I could probably count to my hand how many times he told me I was actually beautiful. And I don't think that has anything to do with my sister wives.
So you're saying now you just see it completely unsalvageable.
But it's over. Last week, we finished putting in my door.
Do you want a ladder?
I think the stairs are going to be enough, Christine.
Cool.
Okay.
So we have a bedroom that's a loft, and part of it's where I work in my office and stuff, and so it's separated and stuff by a wall.
I don't know the answer.
All right, well, let me come on that side. Here,
Crap.
how about if we trade places and I hold up the door and you look at it from this angle and see what you think then?
Yeah, it's not about that angle, it's about the threshold.
So we put on the door, and the whole time we're finishing, oh God. The whole time we're putting in the door, he keeps talking about the cat. And he's like, I don't want the cat to get into your inventory. This is all about to keep the cat out. Over and over and over about the cat. And it's true, I don't want the cat up in my room. After we were done, we came upstairs and he's sitting in the office area. And I said, okay, I need to know, is the door just about the cat? And it's not about us having an intimate kind of side of our marriage. And he goes, I'm not really interested in that anymore. And he goes, I really wasn't. Sorry, the kids are downstairs. Anyways, I'm not interested in having an intimate marriage anymore. I don't like your behavior. We'll see if you can be a good sister wife and all this. And I'm like, okay, so you don't want us to have an intimate marriage? And he goes, no. And I'm like, that's not enough for me. I can't not have an intimate marriage. And he goes, people do it all the time. I know couples that don't have intimate marriages. And that was it. And then, I don't even remember. We talked a little bit longer, but then I went to bed alone. And he stayed working, and this morning was so awkward. And he just went downstairs and made himself breakfast and left. And what, it's over? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have no interest in having a marriage. What, so he gets to have an intimate marriage with other wives but not with me? And I'm, gonna have nothing for the rest of my life? I don't know what to do. I'm heartbroken. My heart's shattered, to be honest with you. When we went out for our anniversary, and we came home and just fell asleep, and I've known, it's not that I'm dumb. And he said a while ago that he wasn't attracted to me or anything. So I just thought that maybe it would get better. But it's over. The intimate part of our marriage is over. And to be honest, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with staying in a marriage where there's no intimacy. That's not a real marriage. I'm not interested in a half marriage or a partial marriage or whatever we have. And I don't know. What, is all based on my behavior?
So I just got out of Christine's house. Well, I wasn't in the house. I was in the backyard visiting with Truly and Isabel. And when I was wrapping up, Christine was like, hey, I need to talk to you. So can we have a little visit? And I'm like, sure. And she drops a bomb on me. Now, I got to admit, this isn't totally unexpected because honestly, she God, hell, we had serious troubles in our marriage for 12 years.
I've reached a point where almost every day is hard. Almost every day is hard. It's just hard to see a silver lining every day.
When you don't have trust, you don't have intimacy. And what became apparent to Christine was the lack of intimacy.
I'm miserable. I'm jealous as can be. I didn't know that I would be a jealous person, and I am so jealous.
Why are you not looking at me?
I don't know. I just, whatever. Let's just
okay,
do it your
I'll
way.
make the orders and everybody else do it.
Well, that's kind of how we have
then
to
you
do it.
got somebody to blame.
Because if we disagree,
Because you guys don't like it when you're blamed.
No, I've been yelled at for 4 days.
You haven't been yelled at, crybaby.
I felt like I was cutting you off too harshly. I was like, no, that'll never happen. We're not moving back to Utah. And I feel bad. And I want to say I'm sorry.
I don't believe him that he's sorry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Meri, I can't do marriage with Kody anymore. I don't want to. Just look at the mountain. I don't want to do it anymore.
She said, I don't want you to stay in my room anymore. She's like, my room is a special place to me and nothing special happens there for us. I'm like, okay. You know, a lot of people have marriages, they're like this, romance-free marriage. She says, not for me. So I don't want you in my room. Go ahead and go on out. You can come visit the kids, but don't plan on staying in my room. So I don't know what this really means. I don't know if this is a phase or if this is just an awakening. So I came over to Christine's again and I noticed more boxes. Kody's nightstand, Kody's clothes from dresser, Kody's bathroom stuff. Guess it's time for me to talk to her about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kody's dresser fragile. So I have been moved out of my house.
Now that we're here and now that Kody's not sleeping here anymore, I feel like I can take a breath and get myself grounded and get my head in a good place and just rest for a bit and just settle for a bit here, independent.
I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, there's another box. Jeez. Huh. I don't want to take any of it out of here yet because I honestly didn't know she was this serious. I've had times past where she's said something. I didn't feel like she was serious. I don't know. I don't know what it all means.
I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know what tomorrow looks like. I don't know what next week looks like. I don't know. There's so many uncertainties. But Kody will come over and he'll spend time with the kids, and then he'll leave and go somewhere else, and he won't sleep here anymore.
I think I need to talk to her about how serious she is before I really decide how I feel, because if I decide, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about it a little bit. I'm not angry. It appears to be a game, but it might not be. I don't know. Throwing my clothes out, taking my stuff out, taking everything. My clothes from the dresser, my books. Looks like a lot of books. I didn't know I read that much. My nightstand, room stuff, and then fragile stuff. I don't know why, but I'm ambivalent. almost don't care.
I asked you that night if it was over, like if our intimate part of our marriage was over, and you said it was over.
No, I just shrugged my shoulders. I didn't tell you it was over.
You said that you were not attracted to me, and we would
Christine,
not have an intimate
I
marriage.
didn't use those words at all.
Well, you've used the words enough.
I shrugged my shoulders and said, we'll see. I didn't use those words.
You know, I don't want to get all confrontational here. She had been telling family members that she was wanting to leave me. We're talking, I think, a year or so ago. She's been telling everybody she wants to leave, and she's never told me. She's never talked to me about it. So when she says that, she asks me if we're ever going to be intimate, I'm hearing rumors from everybody that she's been threatening to leave. She hasn't been talking to me. I shrug my shoulders because I'm not going to be fooling around with a woman who's talking about leaving me.
He didn't just shrug his shoulders. I mean, can you imagine? It was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I don't want to be married to a guy who's just going to shrug his shoulders when I'm asking him if we're going to have an intimate marriage. I don't know. I guess that depends entirely on you. Well, bull that.
I think we both just need to be free of each other. I'm just ready to be free. It was bad before COVID. It's been 10, 12 years of bad.
No, it's not been 10 or 12 years of bad.
For you, it's been longer.
Oh, for you, it's been longer because you're the one that unraveled this whole thing on me. All of Lehigh I thought was a beautiful experience, a blessing, everything, and you told me that it wasn't.
Okay, what happened in Lehigh that was like really difficult? Do you remember? I asked you for help and you said no.
Where mine and Kody's marriage started to disintegrate is actually when I was pregnant with Truly.
Should we introduce her?
Yes.
This is Truly, our little girl, soon to come.
I was overwhelmed with everything. I still had to produce some sort of income. So I was working at night, and Aspen in 5th grade was tucking the kids in bed at night, 10 years old, running the house after I'd leave for work. And I asked Kody, I said, I need your help. And he goes, I can't do that. I'm in other houses. I'm like, we live in one house. You just can't come over and tuck my kids in bed and talk to them and put them in bed? And he said, no, I just can't.
She says that, and that never happened. I don't know what she's talking about. As I look back on this and I analyze what she's saying, she wasn't wanting a fairness with the other wives. She was wanting more. Because she was asking for stuff that I couldn't give her because I had other wives to be, and other children to be tending to as well.
How many days have you spent with us? Like full days before COVID? Like full days.
So let's just say we've lived here for 800 days. He went hiking with us once. He's been kayaking with us twice. One time he didn't even get in the water. That's 3 times he's gone with us. 3 out of 800.
I was here for full days regularly. I remember full days here. But when people work, they leave the house. When people have things to do, they leave the house.
I don't have time to play like she has time to play. I got a lot of work to do and a lot of responsibilities. I don't get this. You don't show up here and stuff like that. It's like, what are you doing all day? It's certainly not cooking and cleaning, because then, listen, there's nothing to say here.
Why are you insisting on holding on to me? Why?
Whoa.
This isn't working, Kody. You said it wasn't working too. You said you were not
Christine,
interested
I think it's not working, but
in me. You were interested in a sexual marriage with me. You said that. You said people survive for years without having an intimate marriage. You said that.
You're
Expecting
blaming
that from
me for me being turned off by your behavior.
We've been married for 25 years. I've known you for almost 30 years. Don't insult me. Tell me straight up. If you don't want to be married to me anymore, you don't want to have an intimate marriage with me anymore, flip and tell me. It is cowardly. Man the up. Come on.
So why would I want you
Christine,
in my bed?
I bought this house. I bought this furniture. I bought this bed. This is my place too.
I know, but you don't love me.
It's so embarrassing. This conversation, just looking at it, is so embarrassing.
Being married to you has been heartache and it's been pain because I've tried for so long, so hard to be what you needed.
Yeah, I
And to
agree.
do everything that I could do to make it so you would want to be around me. I tried so
Everything but treat
hard.
your sister wives with kindness and respect.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay.
That statement makes me want to scream, as if I haven't had my heart broke for years by her complaints and hatred of plural marriage. Here's the thing, Christine was great at being willing to mother Janelle's kids, okay? But she was never willing to mother or be a good mother to Robyn's kids. The reason I'm not attracted is because she's not being loyal. It feels like because I feel betrayed.
I can't sit and have you criticize and undermine other people in their whole lives and watch you do that and feel respect for you.
I'm not undermining anybody. You're
Christine,
talking
I
about-
fell in love with you because I thought you were treating people great, and then you started treating people badly, and that really messed with that.
How long has it been since I treated people badly? You're talking about when I was insecure?
So basically what he's saying is the reason he's not attracted to me is because I treat my sister wives terrible? Is that what he's saying? I don't care what he's saying. I'm not being mean. I had all these criteria I had to meet in order for him to be attracted to me. Can we just say then that it's over? If I have to meet all these criteria in order for him to be attracted to me, I just can't be myself. I just can't be myself. He's just not attracted to me. I mean, I could probably count to my hand how many times he told me I was actually beautiful. And I don't think that has anything to do with my sister wives.
So you're saying now you just see it completely unsalvageable.
Cody, it's over. Why do you feel different?
You are an ass. To think that my value as a human being is contingent upon how you feel I'm treating other people and you don't find me attractive. I think you're looking for excuses. Why should how I treat the woman you love? That's just what it comes down to. I think he has a favorite wife, and I think he has a favorite wife, and that's why all of this is like it is. And apparently I'm not treating her well enough. So there's nothing I can do. I mean, honestly, what he's asking from me is ridiculous.
Let's just look at present, where we are.
Yeah, marriage sucks.
Do you want to be married to me? Do you want to
Christine, do you want to be married to me? Because you're the one that shot the first two blows here.
No, I don't want to be married to you.
I'm good with that. Nobody's a prisoner here.
No secret that Kody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And I have decided to leave. I'm going to leave Kody. Just leave. It's a hard decision. I need to make a choice for happiness. I need to make a choice to have joy in my life and peace. And there hasn't been a lot of hope at all until I decided to leave. I feel strongly this is the best choice for me.
I was so worried this is what you were going to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I knew you packed his stuff up. I knew that, but I didn't know how final it was or if it was just a break or something.
No, it's final.
I'm in shock. I don't really know what to say here. I don't know what to say to her. I can't tell. I don't know. I can't. It's not really computing. Really, it's not really. It's just not making sense right now. I don't know what to say.
This is just a big announcement. Like I don't even know. I'm just processing at this point.
So I intellectually have known this was coming, but here we are today, and it's hard to know something and then to have it actually happen.
And I need to talk to you specifically because I do plan on moving to Utah, and you want to rent this house.
Okay, wait a minute.
Wait.
This is a lot all of a sudden.
It is a lot, but
Okay, I mean,
So is that what, Christine, you felt like you had to have this discussion with your sister wives because of Janelle's need to move?
Janelle's need to move, definitely. The timing is just, I've been looking for the perfect timing, and there's been no perfect timing.
Ever a good time.
No. And so with Janelle saying that she needed to move, I'm like, well, darn it, I guess I should have done it a month ago.
Well, okay, so this isn't obviously a surprise. You and I have had some discussions because you'd kind of said something to my kids and you've texted something, and so like I had hope that something would, I don't know. But my biggest concern is I have to back up first and just like, what about the kids? Like, what happens now with the kids?
The kids are the hardest part, of course. But it's like the relationship that the kids have with each other that will still be great. I think that this is still family. It's just going to look different.
When a family splits up, it's really just not that easy. From my perspective, and maybe this is just because I'm a very black and white personality, if women are not married to the same man, you're not a sister wife anymore. I really, at this point, have no idea what this all means. I can't project myself into the future right this second and even try to imagine what's going to happen and what it's going to look like.
Yeah, I guess I just can't imagine after 30 years, like, how this looks.
Like as far as raising kids go.
Well, I don't know, everything. Like, you've just been so much like the fabric of everything.
I mean, Christine is front and center in all my memories. As far as being even way, way back, she was the person who took care of my kids while I worked. There's so much history there, right? And it's been years, decades. So to me, it's almost like Christine's as big a part of my world as Kody is.
Are you guys sure? I mean, like that's what's so weird. It's like, are you guys sure?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're sure.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been through a divorce. I know what this means. We're not just talking about 3 kids and a husband and a wife. We're talking about 18 kids, spouses, grandbabies, and 5 of us that are all connected and committed to each other and technically married. Do you even understand what you're saying? Like, I'm looking at Kody going, are you gonna let this happen? I'm looking at Christine going like, are you sure? Do you know what this means? Because I do. And I only know it from like a smaller level. Like with just a monogamous couple and 3 kids, I mean, like that was absolute hell. And it was for years. It still is hard for my kids. It's still hard.
I mean, how do we unravel something that's been together for this long?
There isn't an unraveling. It's just going to look different. It's not an unraveling.
Easy, Christine.
Huh?
It's not that easy.
No, it's not.
It doesn't just look different. I don't know. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy with the situation. It makes me angry. You know, when I married Kody, when Janelle married Kody, when Christine married Kody, when Robyn married Kody, each one of us made a commitment to each other, like to all of us, you know, that we would love each other, that we would respect each other, that we would stick through it thick and thin, and we would work these things out. Because come on, you guys, can't we all just get our heads out of our butts?
If you move to Utah, what about Truly?
I think Truly's gonna be fine. She'll miss everybody, of course, and it's gonna be hard. And taking her from Kody is hard. It's hard, don't get me wrong.
She's never going to come back?
No, you can't take her from me because we'll have to have a shared custody. It'll have to be 50-50.
I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna sit here and have her do this without objecting to it and saying, well, we've got to work something out for custody. I don't know what that looks like. This discussion hasn't happened.
Well, we talked about that I would be moving and taking Truly.
I never said it was okay that you were moving. You just talked about moving.
You did say it was okay we were moving. We had a conversation.
So you would have.
I never said it was okay that you moved. I never made a big deal out of it. I never answered that. You never asked if you could move. You said you were moving.
I said that I needed you to let me go.
Okay.
And you
I
said
can let
okay.
you go. That's what I said. I agree. You never told me the first time we talked about this that you were going to move. You just said, let me go. And I said, you explained it. I heard what you said and I understood that. That doesn't mean you just run with Truly and all of a sudden Truly's out of my life.
The whole issue is from the beginning of this, she didn't ask me if I was okay if I didn't stay at her house. She just told me not to. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved my stuff out. She just did it. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved to Utah and took Truly. She just told me she was going to do it.
I can't live in this limbo anymore. This has been limbo and it's been too painful.
I'm going to have to be involved in Truly's life. And you can't actually stop me from being in her life. So I don't know what your intention was with moving with her.
I find it ironic that now he wants to be involved in my kids' lives now that I'm leaving. Now he wants 50-50 time with them. Well, hell, he could have had 50-50 time with us the whole time we lived here. If he wanted 50-50, he should have been around more. He doesn't get 50-50. He hasn't been around enough for that.
What do you gain by leaving, Christine? I mean, you don't like this place?
An incredible support.
When you say community, what are you talking
My
about?
parents, other plural families that we have.
Christine,
friends that are
you're
friends.
leaving this. You haven't liked plural marriage for years. You're leaving this. We're not part of our church anymore. How are you getting a community, a plural community, by where you're going?
Family.
You're leaving the plural community.
I've never understood her need to move. She's not a member of the polygamist community. She's not part of our church. I don't understand it at all, unless there's some guy she wants to date there, or she wants to get away from me so that my stink isn't on her, so she can date.
Is there, can I ask this? Is it too personal? This is too personal, just let me know. Do you believe in plural marriage anymore?
I believe it works for people who want it to work for them. I believe if people have a testimony of it, they should live it.
Do you?
No.
So I think that our relationship has been bad for so long is specific to Christine's change of heart regarding plural marriage. I think the fact that I was so spread thin, she just needed a certain level of attention, led us to where we're at. And plural marriage just hasn't worked for her for many, many years.
So if you and Kody's relationship was like good, you would, even though you're saying you don't have a testimony anymore, would you stick around?
I don't know. I don't know. That's like such a, I don't know for sure. Because it just is unfathomable.
What?
That Kody and I would have a good relationship.
I don't like the what if game. What if? I have no idea. It's just, who knows, who cares? I don't know. I prayed a lot when I was deciding what to do with Kody and wondering why I needed to live plural marriage and why I felt like I had a test. Like I knew for sure that God wanted me to live plural marriage when I was younger. I knew, man, it was my path and I was supposed to, and God and I were a team and I was gonna do plural marriage, right? When I just prayed more and looked at my life more and had more conversations with God about the fact that I was just freaking miserable, I just realized he's probably a God like I am a parent. I don't want my kids to be sad and unhappy, and he doesn't want me to be sad and unhappy either.
You know, when you first told me that you wanted to go, I was arguing with you about it. You just said, don't fight this, just let it happen. I'm going. And I went, okay.
Because we've been fighting it for so long.
Yeah. So I think this is just the honest place. And so we'll be angry about it. It's not fun. I'm mad about it. I'm angry. But it's the honest place. So it just is what it is. And there's no sense in killing ourselves to redeem it. That's what we were doing in Las Vegas. We were killing ourselves to redeem the marriage. And it just wasn't working.
And it's been even worse here. There's a lot worse here.
I'm going to be the head of my household again. And so I'm not going to be circumvented in that. And so if everybody's willing to conform to patriarchy again, I guess, because I've been fighting to make everybody happy. My bitterness is out of trying to do that and not having the family that I had thought about and designed.
Yeah, I didn't know I'd signed up for patriarchy, but that's not what we all agreed on in the very beginning. But
Ironically, Janelle did sign up for patriarchy. When her and I made an agreement that she would come into the family, she agreed wholeheartedly that she would run her will into mine because I had to be the head of the family. And she made that agreement with me.
And if it is too awkward or if I don't feel like I'm the head of my household when people are around, then I'm not going to have the whole family together. I'm at a point now in my life where I don't have time to waste on people who won't respect me or treat me with respect. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm disappointed in how I've managed this. That somewhere along the line I should have taken the reins. But I felt like all of your independence was more important. And so in that, we sort of lost some form of unity.
This is just gonna rock us in a very, very hard way if we're not careful. If we're not very, very, very careful. I sure hope everybody's taking it seriously. I hope everybody's taking the responsibility that we now have seriously, because this is a big deal. This is huge.
She's treated you like dirt from the very beginning. That's the relationship you have with her. And that's the reason I'm angry. That's the reason I'm pissed off, is because you never tried to have really good a relationship with these other people. And that's the reason I'm pissed off.
That's not true.
And
Yes,
it's just
I did.
vomiting out of me because I've sat here with it just like, Christine, try and do this. You wanted to renegotiate a relationship with me, but you wouldn't even have a decent one with them. Always about the kids. That was the easy part. Man, just the knife in the kidneys over all these years. And the sacrifices that I made to love you. Wasted. But accountability is what I've been asking for here. And you are running away rather than being accountable. You're like, I'm divorced. I'm leaving. I'm done with you. You're out of my house. instead of actually making the relationships work and trying. If you're not trying to be your best self in this relationship or in this family, then you are wasting your time. Marriage is a call to be better than you are. Plural marriage is a higher call.
Okay, look, I never tried to treat anybody like crap. I never tried. I never did.
But you did.
Well, I'm sorry.
Why
I
did you
didn't
on
mean to.
people so much.
I didn't mean to.
And you admitted to it, and you couldn't correct it. And now we're sitting here with a broken family over it. And you're like the freaking Pied Piper. You're trying to take the kids
No, that's
with
not
you.
even okay. I could sit here and dissect everything that Kody has said and give you my point. But we've done this for years. I'm tired. I'm tired. It doesn't matter. It's over.
So thank you. Thank you for coming. It was a blessing. Thank you for leaving. Because now I'm sitting here trying to find the silver lining. I just hope it's a blessing. I just feel like for the past 14 years, I've just been sucking it up with her. You know, just trying to be a loving husband. Now that she's leaving, I just felt like giving her a piece of my mind with that leaving. This ain't my fault. You did this, is what I feel like. I don't care if that's not fair. That's how I feel. She did this. She's going to go around telling my kids that I didn't love her. I feel like she needs to realize here with this that she wasn't loving me.
Thanks, honey.
I'm not trying to take sides, but I feel like Kody was really harsh. Even though he tried to dilute it a little bit, it seemed very pointing to one relationship. I just feel like that being a good sister wife, it takes both sides. It takes reciprocation. It takes work on all the sides and work on the part of the husband.
Janelle has a great deal of sympathy for Christine during this divorce. But it's a disappointment, it's a sadness to me because Janelle has shown me no tenderness, no kindness, no empathy while I'm going through the divorce.
I didn't try and be bad at anything.
I think it's emotion.
I didn't try and be bad at anything.
It's emotion.
This is not just emotions. That response from Kody was not just emotion. That response from Kody was real. And he said some things he probably has been holding in for a long time. I'm glad he said it.
Why don't they talk to me? If I have sister wives that are mad at me, why don't they talk to me instead of talking to Kody? It doesn't help.
I know that in our family, every one of us has had a conversation with another one of us about another one of us. It has happened with Robyn, with Kody, Janelle, and Christine, like everybody.
I learned very early on in my relationship with Kody, venting my frustrations about a sister wife didn't work. It made him angry, it made him upset, and I realized I was talking about someone he loved.
Christine, for 2 years now, was constantly complaining about her sister wives and why she didn't want to live with them in one house. It hasn't been the other wives tattling or backstabbing her or anything like that. It's been her telling me how she felt about them.
I guess, I just wanted to double check. It sounds like you'll continue to have the relationships with the people you're close with, and those that you aren't close with, then you just want it to stay distant. All right.
For right now.
Sorry to see you go. Through the years, as I have had issues with Christine, I've tried very hard to approach her, to try to talk to her, to text her, to call her. I was met with walls, rejection, just her not wanting to discuss things through.
I feel like there's been some things said against me behind my back. So do I want to be friends with someone who complains about me behind my back? Well, not right now. I think this is one of the saddest conversations I've ever been in. I don't regret leaving at all, though. I still stand firm that leaving is 100% the right thing to do. And moving and getting away is definitely the right thing to do. But I'm sorry I'm leaving a mess behind.
Listen, I'm tired
so
of being
interesting to me.
gaslit by you.
You are
guys on this.
gaslighting me. This, like, all this, I feel so pressured, bull. This is you saying, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to make it your fault.
So listen, you really need to stop throwing me under the bus, okay?
Okay, you know what? Then you stop throwing me. You act like this is my fault. You have somehow set me up as like the Teflon queen. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, because you won't take responsibility
Cody,
for your own
I did nothing.
actions.
I sat at home. I did what I was supposed to do, but it wasn't ever good enough for you.
This is all I need.
You wanted me to kick the boys out.
This is all I need, is to not sit here and pretend that at Christmas time nothing's wrong.
You act like this is
Do
not
you want
your
this
fault.
relationship between
I don't
you and I
know,
to
do
work?
you? Because when you say choose your loyalties, choose between me and your children.
Now you are literally gaslighting.
I
was
not.
only asking everybody to obey the rules of our home.
I agreed to the CDC rules. You had more. And it was never good enough, Kody.
You know
I
what?
wasn't going to turn my boys out in the middle of a pandemic.
They chose to have their social lives. You
know
keep
what?
circumventing the culpability here, and you keep wanting to put it on me, and you are wrong.
No, listen.
Dead wrong.
This goes
What does it
beyond
go
you
to?
saying, well, we're an alcoholic family and we're shoving everything. Kody, it goes beyond that. COVID, you got COVID, and now all of a sudden there's this new rule that the family can't get together.
What new rule?
That the boys have to mea culpa and say they're sorry.
Janelle,
sorry
I
for
corrected
what?
that and you know it. So stop using that
No,
one.
because
you're
you-
hanging your hat on that one.
Because
and
you
you're wrong.
yelled it at me for many, many times. You yelled at him. 2 times we had a conversation.
I'm not allowed to be angry over this entire experience.
And I'm not allowed
the
to.
lack of loyalty, the lack of trust, the lies, the gaslighting.
You're gaslighting me, Kody.
I am not.
Yes, you
You know what
are.
I'm doing? I'm trying to make you actually be responsible in a
wild.
relationship. I'm
What
not
have
flipping
I
the
done?
script.
What have I done?
I'm not talking about the rules that I made for Christmas time, because that was necessary, because nobody was really being honest about what they were doing anyway.
But you
Okay.
and Robyn are the paragons of honesty and perfection.
You know what? I just thought it was hypocritical to make one family do everything that I wanted and not have everybody else do it.
I asked for the rules clear back in March.
Janelle,
asked for them, and you're like, everybody do what they want.
I said, here's the rules all the time. Gabriel knew the rules all the time. That's why I'm saying he's gaslighting, because we talked about it every single day we were having a conversation.
Kody, I think this is deeper than that. This is way deeper than that. The kids are very frustrated for a lot of reasons. You're acting like it's just that they disrespected you for COVID. But this whole you need to apologize.
They were lying.
You need to apologize
Janelle,
to
I
Robyn.
corrected that pretty strongly.
You need to apologize to the
For
family,
blaming
to the Robyn.
for what was going on. They literally blamed Robyn. They sit there and admitted they blamed her.
Well, and when you were gone for 4 or 5 months, Kody, they started to get
I
angry.
wasn't gone for 4 or 5 months, and you know that as well, and that's an exaggeration and a lie. That's the reason I call you the Teflon Queen. Because you're lying about what has happened
wild.
and what's been going on.
It's wild to me that you think I lied because I think you're manipulating.
Well, tell me how I'm manipulating. Oh, no. Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine. Tell the world how I've lied, how I've manipulated, how I've done you wrong. Oh, and she loves to sit right here, you know, talk me without ever having that conversation with me to my face.
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing about being public and our lives being recorded, is we hear things that we don't say to each other's faces.
I made all the efforts to love them. I made the efforts to join them together. I made the efforts to make everything work. I made the effort. I was Atlas carrying this family on my shoulders, and the minute that I shrugged it off,
I think you decided you didn't want to be a plural husband anymore. Kody, I think you're trying to do this all to justify. Christine is gone.
What am I justifying?
You're pushing me
What
out
am
the
I
door.
justifying?
You're now pushing me out the door.
no, I'm not.
Feels
Man, I
like it.
show up here.
Choose between my children and me. Kody, it's been a week. You've gone a week and you don't call, you don't come. I don't ever know when you're going to come. It's like you're just doing this really weird.
Are you really doing a relationship with me? I need you to stop blaming me for everything and start being culpable for what you have done. The boys lied, and I couldn't get them to obey the rules. The boys didn't like the COVID protocols. They're young. They didn't think they were going to be affected by it. Sure, Dad, whatever. And they continued to socialize and continued to be around their friends. They continued to date. They brought COVID home from that. The whole time saying, Dad, we're being careful. We're doing everything you're telling us to. But they weren't. And they're blaming me for the choices that they had. They were not culpable. That is not gaslighting. That is
You made
accountability.
this about all these other problems that we have that we can't sleep under.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I
You
did
said,
not. I
"We're
did
an
not. I
alcohol-"
did not.
Wow.
Stop talking like I'm just an idiot here.
Well, then stop talking to me like I am.
Janelle, I've seen what you've done this entire time. Number one, you undermined the basic rules I had. You made fun of me to the boys. See, if you ever had my back, have you ever been a team with me? Have we ever co-parented? Your co-parent was Christine. Why?
Because, Kody, you were never available. Never been
That
available.
is such a lie. That is such an excuse.
favoritism-
That's
okay.
every excuse every polygamous woman that finds a problem with it makes. And it's bull.
Wild to me because Robyn's so perfect.
What did I say that she was perfect? You're jealous.
Everybody-
You're bringing her into something that isn't hers to be owned.
You made this about way bigger than COVID. You
No,
made
the
this
boys
about,
made
no.
this about Robyn. That's the only reason she got brought in. I don't think you've ever admitted your culpability in the problems in this family.
This is wild to me that you are blaming me for this. You are the
I'm not
one-
blaming you for everything.
You are the one.
But all I needed was your
you
back.
are the
You
one who
backing
said
me
the
up.
boys cannot come until they apologize.
And I corrected that, and you're
And
not
then you
listening.
said to
Stop,
me-
stop
No,
that.
you listened
I
to me.
corrected that.
You listened
I
to
even
me.
apologized for that.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, 4 weeks ago, I apologized for that.
No, you
I said
said-
we need to get together, and all it is about talking with them.
No.
It's not about them apologizing.
No, you said, oh, well, that's after I'd already made my plans. And you're like, oh, well, I guess that was a conversation I had with you a couple times. So I can see where you thought that. I feel like I'm being gaslit. I'm being told that you say something.
You're using that because I used the term. Now you're
Oh,
just
I came into
excusing
this
yourself.
conversation expecting to use that term. Because I feel like you are constantly gaslighting me.
Janelle, okay, there's a problem in the family, a problem that needs to be solved, and everything's too hot now, and everybody thinks that I'm the bad guy. And so, I don't expect to see anybody at Christmas time. I don't expect to see you. You have cheated me out of my contact with my family.
It is not my fault. You asked them. You asked them, Kody. I have not done anything. You asked them who they blame.
Well, they blame me because you do.
I do not.
Janelle, I saw you right there mock my rules.
Well, and I've seen you call me all kinds of names.
What? That you're lazy about the rules? That you won't accept accountability?
Kody, in the very beginning,
No,
I kept.
No, you make this
listen to me.
excuse forever. But I've
Shut your mouth and let me talk to you for a minute.
No.
You won't. You keep cutting me off.
No.
You keep cutting me off.
There is no interest in understanding each other here. There is no interest in understanding. There is only a bitterness that has no place. I don't expect you to back me up anymore. I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to ask for it. I don't expect you to try and help us co-parent the kids. That's too late. We're never going to do that.
This is not.
So what partnership do we have?
This is not only me, Kody. Don't you dare point your finger at me.
I've been here day long, in and out, for all these years without your support, while you were deciding what you were doing without consulting me.
Do you know what? Let me tell you what. No. You stay and talk.
I'm done listening to you.
You stay and talk.
No. I'm not going to, because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You.
I sit here feeling like it's ridiculous to stay in a duty-bound marriage. All kinds of
I don't
other
think
things.
it's fair to either of us.
In so many ways, this moment is just about what we each want. And those aren't the same things.
The hardest thing is accepting that it's not going to go back to a place that works for what you're looking for.
I don't like that he's putting all this on me. And he's also not owning that he just doesn't have the interest. He said it to me in private, but he's still not saying it here. Doesn't mean I'm not mad at you for not giving me what we promised each other.
I walked away because I just couldn't handle the conversation and the direction it was going. Maybe if I'm there, I can stop him from finalizing it. And maybe if I'm there, then I can sort of say, well, let's not make any decisions today. Sorry I left.
You don't have to be sorry I left.
It's really painful, I know.
And I want to be supportive, so. I don't know, I feel like we just had a breakup conversation.
I'm glad we've gone this long so that we can be friends in the departure.
Are you even accepting that?
What else am I supposed to do with it, Robyn?
You've been doing a certain thing for a long time.
I know I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna force somebody to be with me who doesn't want to be with me. I'm not gonna make somebody act how they don't want to act.
Yeah, I get that. I do, but...
And that's not fair.
Oh, the
And
act
it's-
is easy. The act is easy.
The act is obvious.
Is it really that obvious?
The act is
Yes.
easy? What's the act? What are you saying?
Just performing my duty as a husband.
And I am not going to be a duty.
And it wasn't an act, it was performance. It was performance. It was doing what I was supposed to. I'm sorry to call it an act.
Nobody wants to be that. And I've experienced it, and it's not fun.
Some of the reasons why I fell in love with him is because he loved Meri and he loved his wives. It's not an act. I know he's bitter now. I know he's struggling. So he's going into these weird, dark places, but it just... so tired of him talking like this.
I'm not deciding that this is over. This is me saying, Meri, what you want
Is never going to happen.
doesn't work. Christine just said, I'm gone, I'm done.
And she might not have been wrong, but I was upset because there was no negotiation. It was just all one-sided. I'm not trying to do that, Meri. I'm trying to be fair. I am willing to fake being in love with Meri, doing my duties as a husband, sort of putting up with things that frustrate me so deeply that I struggle to be around her. If I need to, for the sake of whatever, I don't know, I can fake through this. I don't want to, but if you're going to insist, then we will. And she's like, I don't want that.
Why is he saying that he's willing to keep acting when he clearly hasn't been for 8 or 10 years? And also, I wouldn't want him to do that. I've wanted to heal our relationship and even create a new relationship, but I've never insisted on it. I know that you don't feel or consider yourself married to me.
That's not true. Kody and I disagree on this, but I don't think that he has.
This is the agreement you required of me in order to get married. This agreement that I gave you, our sacred covenant, was if I'm ever not in love with you, I won't just sit there and be in a pathetic place with you. You made me promise you that.
But that doesn't mean the marriage is over.
Listen, it's not going to change what our relationship, ours, has been for years. Nothing's going to change.
Do you promise?
My intention...
I was hanging on with you.
And I think now you need to let go. It's not fair to either of us.
I know.
It's not fair for me to be alone like I have been for years. And it's not fair for him to feel like he has to do a duty.
This isn't what I want.
It's not what I want either, Robyn. It's not what I want.
It's not what I wanted either. Robyn came into our family specifically because she intended to live plural marriage. This appears to be the end of our plural marriage.
I don't think that mine and Robyn's relationship will be too much different than what it's been. And also, I need to figure out how to be friends with my ex-husband's wife.
This is goodbye. It was a negotiation that was long overdue. I mean, it's been maybe a wasted 7 years for Meri. I have no idea. But we've agreed now, and I hope she finds peace. 'Cause I will.
I always wanted to live plural marriage. I will just continue to spend time on my knees, looking for peace and answers. Because there really is no other choice for me.